Add delay. Good to go now. All right. So, where was I? So, the thing we were talking about tonight was how to get a girl's phone number and not fuck it up. So, something that I used to struggle with a lot was getting the number. Like, it was more of like, how do I ask without like potentially ruining that potential that potential lead. I guess you could call it lead, like a business term. Yeah, she's my lead. I was always afraid of like ruining it. Like if I ever asked like a girl I liked, what's your number? I feel like that communicated right off the bat, like, oh, I'm interested. So if you come off when you're talking to a girl and you come off flirty, and you kind of have that vibe that like sex is not a big deal and it's just fun. It's something that everybody does. And you feel relaxed and kind of comfortable in your own skin, aka having a solid interaction while you're talking, the number is going to be easy. When I say the number is going to be easy, that means once you have the phone number, there's a good chance that she's going to come out on a day and meet you. So, as far as getting the phone number first, though, the key here is just not asking, just telling. Hey, put your number on my phone. Hand her the phone. Hand her your phone, and just have her put the number in. Or if you want to try something else, if you don't like kind of if your personality isn't that assertive or dominant yet, you can also try. Let's exchange numbers. Another thing, if you really want a lot of success, is just get her Instagram, just get her Snapchat, get her Facebook. It's 2017. The phone number thing kind of has a weird stigma. It can have a weird stigma. It can kind of leave like a weird taste in some people's mouths. So, but you'll have like a 95% success rate if you just go for the social media. So, try that. So once you have the phone number, right? How do you get her out on the date? That's because that's the next step, right? Because initially, if you start going out and just like having conversations with people, then the next step is like, all right, you start talking to girls. You start like, hey, what's up? I'm super nervous. Hi, I just want to say hi. Peace. You just bounce. That's cool. Just work your way into it. Maybe you get to the point where you're at that stage where you're like, you can have a normal conversation without feeling like you're shitting your pants. Then go for the phone number. But yeah, just be like, hey, put your number on my phone. So when you actually have, and honestly, it's not getting a phone number is not a big deal. If you don't make it a big deal, it's not going to be a big deal. You know what I mean? Like if you don't make it weird, it's not weird. It's just normal. But if you come off like, oh God, I'm getting the phone number, it's just gonna be like she'll smell that, she'll feel that. So just keep it chill. Just keep it chill. All right. So once you have the phone number, what do? Let's go over the don'ts. Don't try to have long conversations over text. It's dumb. It's a really stupid idea. Don't have long conversations, because then you're going to get into my second point, which is you're going to be sending these big messages, and a lot of girls are just it's going to be like you don't have a lot of stuff going on, so like you're just going to text her. So I try to just mirror the text length. It can come to a point where like if you're being authentic, you can like if you know that she's so down and she's so interested in you, do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? Don't come off needy. That's the biggest thing. So neediness is like the big killer here. But my rules to kind of live by when texting is don't overdo the smiley faces, don't overdo the emojis, don't overdo the LOLs, and don't text huge ass paragraphs unless she's texting them to you. You know what I mean? Because the whole point of the phone number is to meet up for another time to like hang out, right? That's the whole point. It's not to have like a fucking text buddy. So keep it short, keep it sweet, and if you're gonna text, text something that like it's gonna make you laugh, right? Like have some just funny things that like if something comes to your mind, say it. You know what I'm saying? Like try to make yourself laugh and don't try to be this joker that's trying to make her laugh. So just kind of like offer value with like a funny thing that comes to your mind. Like, yo, just saw an old man rollerblading in a Speedo. Thought of you. What's up? You know what I mean? Like just weird, crazy shit like that you can do. But ideally, the whole point of texting is just to get her on a date. So once you've got the number right, what you want to do is set up something within like 24 to 48 hours if you can. Just because girls are very emotional and, I don't want to say that they're going to forget about you like a few days down the line, but, like life gets busy, right? So another thing that you can do is callback humor to like the original conversation. So let's say you guys had a joke about something. Refer back to that joke. It's kind of intuitive, but it will help. You know what I'm saying? As far as like things that you can say, I'm going to be coming up with a little guidebook for that. Stuff that like I've used, and it's just kind of like tried and true little things that you can do. So I'm going to come up with a PDF for that I'll send you guys. You guys can check it out after. But just the don'ts are don't overdo the smiley faces, don't overdo the LOLs, don't send huge ass texts. And don't try to have conversations. Just try to, just like the whole point of it is like, hey, like, all right, I'm going to give you guys a real quick story of, my first girlfriend, Smoke Show. I mean, I thought she was super hot. And again, at the time, like, I wasn't even like that cool, but, I was learning this stuff. So, I grabbed her number on Facebook. So I found her on Facebook. We met at a party. We became friends on Facebook. We chat a little bit, and I got her number. And then I just didn't text her. I didn't text her like all week, because that kind of, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of like going back on one of my rules, but like, it's not like it's a bad thing to not text. It's better. It's definitely better than over texting. Like over texting, because that just communicates that like you're desperate and you don't have other options, or maybe you just don't have a lot of cool stuff going on in your life, right? So something that I texted like 5 days later, I knew she was into me. You know what I mean? I could tell like at the party, but and on Facebook I could kind of tell it too. But like I literally didn't message her all week until like Friday night, and all I said was drinks later. So like drinks, ? Later, ? And you know what I got back? Absolutely. Happy face. And then we went out. So that was the very first text that I sent her. I mean, it's not, you don't always have to follow that rule of thumb, but the fundamental there is you set up a time to meet. That was the whole point of getting the number in the first place. Make sense? Good. So that's just like a few little pointers to not fucking up the phone number, because the biggest thing that you can do to screw it up is over texting her and then getting mad that she's not texting you back. Give her time to miss you, right? So if you text her something funny, don't text back. You don't always have to text back right away. Ideally, you should have stuff going on in your life where you're not even worried about your phone. You're not over checking it, right? So give her time to miss you. Trust me, because there's plenty of other chumps texting her constantly. All right, so I hope that stuff was helpful. We're gonna dive right in to the RuneScape stream. So again, we're gonna have that PDF. My personal little texting guide when I was really like into approaching girls, and when I was single, it helped me a ton, and I'll let you guys know when it's done. So Another thing I want to go over real quick is this new website called Referium. So it's in beta right now. So if you guys want to check it out, it's pretty sick. But basically, you can actually make money now. It's basically a cryptocurrency that's going to be officially on the market December 12th. And basically, what you can do is if you just connect your Twitch to it. Super simple, super easy. You connect your Twitch to it. What's going to happen then is if you're watching a streamer that has his or her Twitch connected to Referium, you'll generate points, and those points can be cashed in after the 12th. So you literally can get paid from watching games and playing games. It's pretty cool. Check it out. I just posted that link. Nightbot should have that link. You guys can check it out. Use that link. I'll get points. You'll get points. If you use that link right there, you'll get 50 points right away. So I believe I think it's going to be 1 cent initially. So for every point you have, it's only 1 cent. But, it's a cryptocurrency. I assume it's going to be going up in price after the 12th. So if you wanted to buy some of this stuff, you could. You could. I'm not saying you can't. I am saying you can generate free points by doing nothing besides just hanging out on the channel. So check that out. All right. All right. We are gonna dive right into the RuneScape. Where's my music? All right. I want some of the M&M bag. All right. Sorry for the close-up, guys.